is Tyler. I said Tyler twice. Ezekiel, Sloopy, Raymond, Warren, massive legend. Hello, everyone. Mossy. Yes, happy birthday, you two, your two sisters. Warren and Nami. She's here scattered. No, you cannot escape. Your soul is mine. Hi, Rory. Good to see you, too. How's everybody doing? I'm doing okay. I didn't know what to do today, so we're just gonna hang out. Yeah, so I'm, like, in this spot, right, where I have too much I want to do, and I haven't really decided on what I want to do yet. So we're kind of just gonna hang out as I continue to ponder on what the future might hold. Because, I mean, I already have the list of all the games, well, some of the games I had of wanting to play. But also, part of me, despite how much I wanted to die playing Shadow the Hedgehog, I'm kind of intrigued on maybe finding more, like, earlier games, like maybe, like, early 2000 games to play. I don't know why, but despite the factor that that game sucked, I want to play more like it, if that makes sense. Excited for movies? Yes, we are gonna... Oh, wait, you're going to go see a movie. I'm gonna go see the movie on Wednesday. Yeah, the Gurren Lagann movies are being played in theaters. I'm gonna go see mine on Wednesday. But I didn't get to see the first part, which kind of sucks. But also, after stream, we're gonna have some movie time where we watch the rest of the Shadow the Hedgehog endings and maybe the rest of the cutscene. I'll see if I can find the cutscenes too. And then I think Tyler shared a Sonic movie, and then the Sonic movie that he posted is only like an hour long. So we'll probably have time for something else too. I don't know. People said there's more Sonic like OVA movies that we could probably watch. Maybe we'll look for another one, but we'll see once we get there, I guess. You mean to tell me you don't want to play more Shadow the Hedgehog? Tyler, would it be wrong to say that I kind of do? I don't know why, but it's still part of me to want to feel accomplished and defeat it. And I only got 2 out of 8, right? Or something like that. There's still a lot I could do, so I kind of need to figure out if I want to play more of Shadow the Hedgehog, or if I want to play more of something similar to fill the void. Because there's always just classic games I never got to play. That's kind of, I guess, what the feel is. There's older classic games are kind of on my mind right now, since we played Ocarina of Time, right? And I had mostly a good time. And then I played Shadow the Hedgehog, was also an older game. And I don't know, I just kind of, you know, the vibes were there. And I was kind of intrigued with seeing all these older games, I guess. And that's kind of what I'm interested in doing. And so my brain's trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. There's only really the one? Oh, well, then we'll watch the one and maybe we'll figure out something after that, Silver. Hey, Grit Star, you're not late. Don't worry about it. Tonight, yes, movie night is tonight. It's a cold night where I am. Supposed to get to 14 degrees. My goodness, it's only 50 where I am. That's a huge jump. We actually had a rainstorm this morning, which was very nice. I got to sit outside and enjoy that, as well as my dogs got wet. You know what's something that kind of sucks with my dog? Every time it rains, or she takes a bath, or gets wet in general, her very first instinct is not to, like, do the doggy, like, wiggle off the water. Her very first instinct is to roll around on my bed. Every single time. So I gotta change and wash my sheets today. Real-time fan dub? I wouldn't mind watching that. I don't think I ever watched that one. I think after I did Sonic the 06, I watched the 06 fan dub, but I think the Shadow one's actually kind of newer, so I never watched it, especially because I wanted to play Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow of the Colossus do that, so I put the game. I would actually love to play Shadow of the Colossus. I don't know if it's easily available though. I need to check. Is it on the PlayStation Store? Because I know it's not available on PC, right? Wait, yeah, because there's the remastered one, right? The 2000 games have a certain vibe that can't be replicated. Yeah, it's kind of, it's all kind of there, and I was enjoying myself and the vibe that it gives, despite the factor that part of the vibe is pain. There's an endless of 64 if you want to play. That's true. I could play more 64 stuff if you guys wanted me to. I'd totally be down for that. Hi, Colm. Good to see you. My room is the warmest part of the house on account of my PC. Yeah, when I stream, I have 2 PCs on, as we all know, and then I have 5 monitors. So, there's a lot of, and of course, a lighting, so you can see me very well. So yeah, there's plenty of heat generated in my room. So I'm right there with you. I can't hear people talk about their dogs lately without thinking of Jello Stars and Time Stream, where they joke about... I have no idea what you're talking about, Warren. I gotta remember, I live under a rock. Sometimes things I just don't know. It's on PS4. Oh, Nerdtama. I just don't... Hi, Noritama. Apex, maybe... I wouldn't mind playing more Apex for fun, but I don't know if I want to stream it. I don't know. I'm still kind of mad at them. I always have fun with Apex, but I feel like... Especially because I'm a tryhard. I don't know if it's good right now, if that makes sense. Hi, Jordan. PS1. Yeah. PS1, actually, I would be also down to play PS1, PS2 games, 64 games. If we have good recommendations for those. Especially because I have my PS3, which can play PS1 and PS2 games. I have a couple of a collection of janky PS1 games. You know, I got some stupid stuff like Bugs Life and Wheel of Fortune if maybe we want to play. I could try to go through my life. Actually, I have my phone on me, so I can actually read off my list of games. Actually, let me pull that up. Where did what is it called again? Where did I write this all down? Did I put it in my notes? I don't remember where I put it all. There it is. Yeah. Oh! Okay, so my PlayStation 1 games, I have A Bug's Life, Bob the Builder, Can We Fix It? Something called Warhawk, and two different Wheel of Fortune games. Damac Attack, hello, good to see you. Tryharding with solo is bad? Yeah, I will always try hard, though. Do you play Dead by Daylight? I do not. I have never played Dead by Daylight before. Not really a part of me wants to play, if that is fair. I wouldn't mind if I had, like, a group of people, maybe. But, I don't know. The game's kind of... I've heard the game's very try-hardy, right? And I feel like I should put in some time before I play blind, if that makes sense. Jordan, I wish you luck on your week 4 Pokemon battle. How have your last 2 been? I know you won the first one. How was 2 and 3? PS3, only the original fat model, the first generation of PS3s can play PS2 games. And that's the one that I bought. It does sound like a jet engine taking off when it's running, but it works. Hi, Berserker. Bomberman 64? I've never played a Bomberman game. I wouldn't mind. I think that's one of the few games that even Mama Elska is like, I like that game. Got Bob the Builder speedrun. Very true, Noritama. Very true. But I would have to put together a team. And I don't have a team. That's the hard part. We gotta figure out the A-team if we're gonna play Apex. The funniest part would be Wheel of Fortunes. One, I'm not very good at the English language, as we already know. And then 2, I don't know puzzles. And it's like a double whammy there. So I wouldn't know. And I've been only awake for like... Oh man, we're going towards 4 years now since I've been awake. Wow. I'm a big kid now. Is there a speed run? Bob the... Hold on. Alright, speedrun.com. Bob the Builder. What we got? Can we fix it? 2,000. Oh my god, that's actually a good amount of people. People who played Bob the Builder. Somebody that's a fake German 98. You can't make this up. Somebody on speedrun.com, 8th place Bob the Builder has Germa 9_8_5. This isn't the real Germa, right? Speedrun Bob the Builder. There's a good amount of people who've ran this though. It was meant to be. That's true, Demac Attack. PlayStation backwards compatibility is very bad. Very, very bad. You have no idea how much effort it took me to find a fat old PS3 so I could play PS2 games with an HDMI connector. Because I have a PS2. My PS2 works. I just wanted to not play in 480p. Is that too much to ask? I lost a box full of PS2 games in a move and I was actually scouring the closet for them. No. I am so sorry. Yeah, I guess I could also name off my PS2 games too. Let's see, I have 23 PS2 games. I got like some fancy ones. Prince of Persia. I do want to play Prince of Persia games. There's the new Prince of Persia game coming out as well. That actually looks not bad. Play SNES era Jeopardy. SNES? They had a Jeopardy game that old? It's just Hangman with money on the line. I guess that's true, yeah. If you want to play more 64 games, I might suggest another classic, Mario 64. Mario 64 or Super Mario RPG. Maybe those would be interesting. Or Paper Mario. I've never played a Mario game, and to be fair, everything that's not platformer Mario is way more interesting to me than platformer Mario. So I wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't be mad about that. So I don't have Ezekiel. See, you and me are the same, except English. I've only been speaking it for 4 years, as I've said, so it's not like I am the greatest. Knights of the Old Republic is definitely up there, and Morrowind, Jet Set Radio. I actually own the physical copy of Xbox, of original Xbox Jet Set Radio. I found it at my retro game store. Thief 2, Paper Mario, and Psychonauts are early 2000s. Psychonauts is also another one that seems interesting. Very trippy. But here's my PlayStation 2 games real quick. I have ATV Off-Road Fury. These are all in alphabetical order. I have Big Game Hunter 2008. Dangerous Hunts 2. Cars Race-O-Rama, as in Disney Cars. Chaos Wars. Oh yeah, somebody gifted me that too. It's supposed to have really funny voice acting. I forget who it was. Was it Ezekiel? Who was it again? I would have to go look at my throne notes. Disney Think Fast, the ultimate trivia showdown. Evil Dead, A Fistful of Boomstick. IHRA Drag Racing 2. James Bond 007 Nightfire. Killzone, Kingdom Hearts 1, 2. Oh, Let's Ride Silver Buckle Stables. Horse game. I have a horse game. Over the Hedge, as in the movie. Ratatouille, as in the movie. Ruined Viking Warlord. I picked that up just because it was thematic. Of course, I own Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Riders. Strawberry Shortcake, the Sweet Dreams game. You can't pass that one up. The Legend of Spyro New Beginning, Triggerman, Warhawk, and X-Men 2 Wolverine's Revenge. Those are all my PlayStation 2 games. That's my list of PS2 games. If you need an offline up to one, then stream promotion time, hit me. Noritama bet, I'll let you know. Nightfire was solid. Killzone games were good. I think I have a PlayStation 3 Killzone game too. I would have to go look at my notes. ATV Off-Road Fury was fun. You've played that game? Which Marios aren't platformers? RPGs? Yeah, the RPG, Paper Mario, Mario Party, Mario Kart, Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. Things that, you know, Mario's there. Mario Rabbids. There's a lot out there, I think. Vampire Masquerade is also really high on my list of games I want to play. I just know that the jankiness is, I would have to prepare. I know that it would need some patches, I think. But I think GOG, because I own it on GOG, I think GOG has the fan patches on it already. Because GOG is awesome like that. Street Fighter? I could play the original Street Fighters. Actually, the original, I think... yeah, Street Fighter and some of their older games from like the Street Fighter world. I don't know who I don't want to name them because I don't know exactly how many, but you can play them in Street Fighter 6. They're in the arcade lobby in just the bigger lobbies. I forget what they're called. Battle Hub. There we go. Oh, my monitor went to sleep. Ratatouille was a good game. Was it actually? PS2 Ratatouille, good game. Play the horse game on stream. Most of these are I picked up because I expected them to be bad, right? My case in box assortment of video games is not as large as my loose discs, because at my retro game store, loose discs. Oh, don't clip that. Loose discs are 99 cents per game, or if they're in a different tub, they're I think $2 a piece, so I can just get a bunch. Hosties. Yeah, exactly. Hosties sing tree. Ignore me. Slip of the tongue. But yes, I got a lot of loose games for very bad games to play on Saturday. So chat, no. Anyway. The scratches. Actually, what's really cool about my local game store is if you get them out of the loose games bin, they will, they have a disc cleaner that you, it takes a bit for them to do it if you buy bulk like I do, because I'll go in there and I'll spend 20 bucks, so that's 20 games, usually 10 to 20 games. So it takes a bit for them to clean it. But they do have a cleaner that you can have them clean up the loose ones. Letting the inner thoughts, excuse me? No. I can't stop. Colm, I don't know. No, Colm, no. I dropped coffee when I was trying to clip it. Good. That's what you deserve. You deserve 3rd-degree burns for trying to clip that. I don't mind racing games. I just don't know how much they would provide enjoyment, I guess, because I haven't spent time playing them. I think the only a bit of racing games I've actually tried is Mario Kart. I don't know if that really counts. I've never tried like a Forza game or something, right? I've never tried any of them, so maybe. Garfield Kart? I'd be so down to play Garfield Kart. It's on the Switch, right? Aw. Hey, Mommy, do you want to put me on speaker? I'll say happy birthday to your sister. Bloodborne Kart comes out on the 31st. Wow, they actually have a date? Wow, good for them. But let's see. I still have to get me a, 64. That's a game or a console I don't have yet. 64 and GameCube I don't have, but I do have a Wii, so I feel like GameCube's not really that important since Wii seems to be backwards compatible with like all GameCube games from what I can tell, which is nice. Thank you, Nintendo. But I do not have a 64. What else am I kind of missing? And then older stuff from there. My oldest console, I think, is PS2. I think. But I haven't really bothered getting a PS1 because I have PS2 and then I have a PS3 that both can play PS1 games. But I don't have like a Sega Dreamcast. I don't have a SNES or a NES. You know, I don't have like some of these older stuff yet. I'm surprised you had it. Telos, it was in the loose bin, and I pick up most of my games from the loose bin by what is on the disc physically, the art on the disc. So if it looks bad, I picked it up. If it looks like it's like a joke of a game, like trash, I picked it up. So usually, you know, shovelware games based on movies are pretty easy to catch my eye. Do you like Dragon Ball games? I do like Dragon Ball games. I'm not really too big a fan of 3D arena games. But I haven't really put in enough time to try. I just felt they never felt satisfying to play them. So, like, Xenoverse I never really liked. Blood Rain? Oh yeah, that's in the Humble Bundle right now. Speaking of, did people watch, am I thinking of the right game? Humble Bundle. Do people watch AGDQ? Oh, Bloodstain, not Blood Rain. Wrong game. That's the one that's there. I just realized can't tell the difference from Epic Games logo. From my live logo and Epic Games logo. I don't even have Epic Games installed, so I don't even know what you're talking about. Epic Games logo? Hold on, I gotta Google Blood Rain, because I don't know what that is. Blood Rain. There's a movie of whatever this is? It's a vampire game? Oh, it's a GameCube game. Right? My nose is getting stuffy again. My nose has been killing me. Oh, I think we talked about this. It's on Steam. I can actually get that pretty easy. It's so trash. I do love trash. Gravity Rush always interested me. Not for a few years now. I've been trying to catch up on some of them that I think are. I like speedrunning, so but I don't like it enough to be able to sit there and watch it 24/7, especially with just being busy. But it's been good background noise while I was going throughout the week, but I didn't really watch any. But I did get to watch the ending at least of AGDQ last night since I had the day off today, which was really cool. I got to watch the Baldur's Gate speedrun, which was cool. Final Fantasy 1. I forget what was before that. SNES is the first console I own. Technically, it was my dad's. I played Link to the Past on a CRT like a true 80s child. I feel like I was born 20 years late. Well, if it makes you feel any better, Link to the Past was also my first SNES game. So you got Dead or Alive? I do not have Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball. I do not. It's just really, really bad. Oh, God. See, the one thing that always concerns me about bad games, there's such thing as bad games being so bad, I don't want to play them. Luckily, so far, it's only been one. And that was, what the heck was that? What was that game? I think it was Alone in the Dark? Is that what the name of the game? Yeah, Alone in the Dark 2008. That game was so bad of its controls that I did not play it. It was actually on the list to be played for Halloween this year, but it sucked that bad. I played it for 30 minutes trying to make sure I had it running, testing sound and stuff for the Halloween. And I hated every bit of it. That is the worst game I think I've ever actually played in terms of controls. I don't know about story or whatever. I didn't get that far. But it was awful to play. Story of my love life. It was bad. Genuinely bad. Marathon of bad games. I mean, I could. But my personal collection is only so big. So the main idea with my collection is when we start bringing bad games back, it's going to be only like every other week or so. Because even though it's, like I said, if I go to Bargain Bin, and I pick up $1 or $2 games, it still adds up pretty quickly. So I usually, and like I said, I don't even get, like, it's on the other side of town as well, so it's a bit out of my way. So it's like I don't have the most optimal ability to go continue to build on the collection. 24-hour trash game marathon. I would maybe do it for Steam games instead of like old shovelware games. That might be interesting. Yeah, good bad games, absolutely. That weekly night. What am I playing right now? Yeah, I kind of get that vibe a lot with some of these games. No, Sloofy, welcome back, though. But, let's see. I have a lot of Wii games as well. Wii games scare me because motion controls. Stubbs the Zombie? What is Stubbs the Zombie? Stubbs the Zombie. In a rebel without a pulse? I've never heard of this. That sounds awesome. What is this? Steam. Yes, I was born that date. I am 400 years old. It's just be a zombie. That's all the description on Steam is just be a zombie, kick butt, and take brains. That sounds like fun. It's $7 on GOG. Only $7? Ooh, it's on sale. Yeah, because it's still $20 on Steam. Why is there DLC called The Fart Book? Huh? This game has fart DLC? Oh. Oh, that they just call it that. It's art book. It's the art book, but they call it fart book. I thought maybe it was like a fart weapon. But it's art book, but they made it fart. Hi, Jacob. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. Thank you. It's excellent to see you again. It's been a hot minute. Hello. Oh yes. What is his name again? Heavy Rain Games. Oh gosh, what's his name? I will remember it. David Cage. David Cage games. I would totally be down to play one. Thank you, Tyler and Silver. I don't know. I don't think I would want to play specifically Detroit Become Human because I've heard that one people actually like. I would rather play their older stuff because I heard they're all bad. The ancient grimoire, the fart book. Hey, if it was a Warhammer orc, they probably done it. They probably would have wished the fart book into existence, alright? Is it a good game? I don't know. I've never played a David Cage game before. I'm 100% just going off of fan base. And if I've ever seen... I still see people mention Detroit Become Human still now and then. Not often, obviously. It's kind of a... It's, you know, I don't know how old it is now. But, that's the one people usually say they liked. Only one nearing a good game. See, that's why I'm like, I don't want to play a good game. If I want to play a good game, I'm going to play the ones that are on my list that I specifically want to go after right now. But I want to play silly. See, there's serious good games, and I want to play that I want to play. But then there's also silly games. I kind of want a silly game or an old game right now, I think. Especially on the older side. Least bad. Yeah. There's people who like it is basically the best way I could describe it. So easy pass. Exactly. It takes itself too seriously that it's not silly, right? It's like too close to the border where it's not seriously enough, but serious enough that it just there's like no real silly. Serious Sam would actually be probably fun. Is silly non-trash? Yeah, like an old comedic game I wouldn't mind too. Let me see. Do I have it? My Wii games? Is there anything I really want to play on Wii? Remember when I played Goosebumps Horrorland? Ah, that was awful. Oh, man. Oh, you know what? I still haven't played the third No More Heroes game. For those who don't know, No More Heroes, the series, I've played the first and second one. It's probably my second or third favorite game of all time. And I still haven't played the third one. I actually own 2 copies of the third one. I own the PS5 version, I own the Switch version. And if I was going to stream it, I'd probably play it on Steam. So I'd probably buy another copy. I love Grasshopper games so much. And I really want to play Lollipop Chainsaw too. Maybe that's something I could play. I should maybe try to see if I get a copy of Lollipop Chainsaw. Completion's sake. Yeah, it definitely would be up there. But yeah, that's what I got from looking at my Wii list real quick. Oh, do you want to play Pets Cats too? Hi, Ronnie. Yes, I heard it's getting a remake, but it's been like 2 years since we've heard anything about it. There's been, I think, some controversy about it because there's like copyrighted music in it, and then something else I don't remember was getting changed. I don't remember what. And I don't think they did. I think because of that, it turned from being a remake to a remaster, but that was the last of the news I heard. Just got my Wii out this weekend to play some Wii bowling. Oh, I do have Wii Sports. We can fun fact, one of my lost streams that you'll never watch was my very first drunk stream where I played Wii Sports. Memories. I don't think I actually played Wii. I don't think I played bowling, did I? I don't remember. Nah, I have clips. That's all you have left. I played Wii Sports and I Spy. The only Wii game I gave real care about was Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Funny enough, actually, when I was at the dollar bin, the last time I was there, I found a copy of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I got it for $1. Oh, I also got a really cool, I think it's on Wii. I haven't added it to my collection yet because I got it for Christmas from Sister Elska. I got a Godzilla game. I don't remember which one though. I gotta check. But that would be fun to do too. That'd definitely be a one-off though, I think. Because it's one of those, I think it's the Monster Fighter one. Where you get to play as one of the Toho monsters and fight each other in destructive towns. I think that's the one I got. I'd have to check. Wii boxing. Yeah, I did that. I remember doing Wii boxing. I remember baseball and boxing. Those are the two I remember actually doing in Wii Sports. So Wii Fit. I don't have Wii Fit. I need to get a Wii Fit board and then Wii Fit. I would love to do Wii Fit. You didn't have the nunchucks, right? No, I have the nunchuck. I have my Wii remote has, it's the super motion control one, the motion plus or whatever, and then I have the nunchuck. So I was able to do it. Wii Sports Resort. I do not have that one actually. Destroy all monsters melee. I think it's on my furthest bottom shelf. So I have my collection shelf is 8 separate shelves, and my very bottom one, on the bottom towards the floor, is my Wii games. So I cannot see it. Actually, I can just Google. I know what the cover looks like. Godzilla Wii game. Godzilla Unleashed. It's that one. That's the one I have. Remind me of an old arcade game where you just destroy a building as either Godzilla, King Kong, or a giant rat. I want to play the giant rat game. What? I want a giant rat game. I have no helpful suggestions, even though I'm racking my brain for it. We're just kind of throwing it out there, seeing what we got. There's no worries. And you could just say, hey, this is my favorite game. I would love to see you play my favorite game. You know, it's whatever. We're just talking. Rampage? Rampage? Oh, yeah! That's the one they made the Dwayne The Rock movie about. Yeah, yeah. I still haven't seen that movie, but I know of it. Rampage is silly fun. I'd totally be down. Creating a me, I'd still watch. That's true. I never did stream creating a me. I guess that's something we could do because I have a Wii and a Wii U. If you want to watch me play create me. Destroy all humans would be great. That actually is like silly fun. I would totally be down to do. Oh yeah, before I forget. So I've been working on a lot of art stuff. And I don't know if anybody noticed it in the Discord. I can't add them here because I need, for even one more emote, I need 6 more memberships. But I added them on Discord. But I made some new emotes. I made them. I'm trying to make a set of my new ones, and I'm gonna add them like with every 3 or 4 that I make. So I finished the 3rd one today, so I added those. But there's 3 new emotes I made there. My me is just Captain Falcon. Mine's just me. I made my me is me. Yeah, I'm just working on some stuff little by little to change it up and add stuff like I said on the anniversary stream. So, and like I said, I don't really care for doing them in like one big. I don't really care for doing it in one big explosive drop anymore. And, like if I finish things, I think I'm just gonna start adding them or releasing them or whatever. So. I'm just gonna be adding them as I go. Who made these? I thought they were commissioned. I like this. No, I made them. I made them. Because especially now, for Christmas, late Christmas gift, that when I saw my thank you, Warren, for the 1 gifted membership. Thank you. I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you, thank you. But when I saw my tattoo teacher, when was that? Earlier in the month, I think. No, it was a little bit after Christmas. I'm trying to remember what day and stuff. But they gave me my gift from them was an iPad to start doing some stuff. So I'm able to do artwork on the go now, besides like digital artwork and not just physical. So I've been working on these in between like work shifts and stuff. So I've just been able to doodle and stuff. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna start transferring over artwork and doing more artwork because I have the time to, or I have the freedom to, I guess I should say. Not entirely like fully free time, but I have more ability to do digital artwork on the go. So instead of outsourcing stuff like I usually do, I'm going to try to make it all handmade by me. I still don't really understand especially the emote, art style, I guess. The one that you generally see. I don't know very well. So I'm trying to replicate it, but, yeah, I'm making more stuff, and I'm gonna, like I said, implement these things over time, you know, one by one, or like small groups by one, instead of making it like, new emotes, here's 14. Nah, I'm just like, when there's new ones, they'll be added. It's quite the gift. Well, when they expect you to, they have expectations, Telos, and when they have the expectations, in the industry specifically for being a tattoo artist, the expectations are expected to be met, I guess, if that makes sense. So something like an iPad is like a long-term investment for them, if it makes sense within that industry. Give the server a handmade touch. Yeah, so my investment is to just make more stuff by me. From here on out, especially because of the portability now, it should also let me be able to make higher quality things because I'll have more time to invest. So something like, funny enough, I started doing it with the, Shadow the Hedgehog thumbnail. I spent, I think, like 8 hours or something on it. Because one, I'm learning a new art program because of my iPad. but I wanted to add better quality and me trying to learn stuff like lighting, camera angles and stuff, and perspective. I'm trying to add more, basically, because it's also part of a goal of mine when it comes to just a career choice once I get there. So it's all kind of accumulating where it will hopefully reflect on things here too of what I'm trying to do on my own. So I hope, you know, it shows in what I'm trying to do. And like I said, I'm kind of excited for the idea that I can, the want and as well the ability to add higher quality things. Because normally for my old thumbnails, when I would draw every single one of them, but I would never really do a background. I would usually do like a video game thumbnail or a screenshot or something if I'm playing, you know, whatever the game is. But I'm going to try to actually do like full-on thumbnails made by me, with extra effort and whatnot, because I feel like I can add that now because I have the ability and time to. So yeah, that's just a small tangent about, you know, how I want to reflect some of the quality and how I think the quality will go up, hopefully. Hi, Kurt. Good to see you. They were wanting to practice as much as possible. Yes. You'd be surprised how much, you know, when something's going permanently on somebody's skin, that they would want you to get it right. So, yes, they very much want you to be, fluent in everything. But, I mean, that's just for basic practice, mainly for, like, line work. For, basically modern, that's the modernized tool is what the iPad is. I still have lots of homework to do physically. Don't you worry. I still have to paint. I have to learn how to properly paint. I have to learn how to do proper lighting and colors and perspectives. Like I have a lot of work to do. So, yeah, it's gonna be a lot, but I'm just excited when it comes to the artistic aspect of a lot of things that hopefully will happen. I mean, also, I haven't added them yet as emotes, but I don't know if I should because, I don't know if people feel attached to the badge that they have of Niho when it comes to your membership. What would the word be? Renewal? Like, time? I don't know, because every badge gets, given to you, I think it's like every... brand new every month, like first month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and then it's every year after that. And I'm trying to make badges for all of those. I've only made them all for up to 2 years now. And I don't know if people would want them as normal emotes too, or if people want the individuality of the badge reflecting how long they've been a membership and have it be kept there. Something I'll probably ask within the membership poll, but that's also an idea, because I'm going to make more of them, obviously, and I don't know if people want the exclusivity or not. Because I made 5 of them so far of Niho as well, the badges. Thank you, Jacob. Are you saving up for a tattoo, Massive Legend? Tattoos are awesome. They're whether it's, you know, a creative expression or because you think it's cool or you want one, doesn't matter. I don't know. I've always liked them. And they're very interesting because it's like a, the ink and everything that you use within it. It's all a whole nother art form, just entirely. Like technique, how the painting, quote unquote, on the skin is. It's so cool to me. I love it. The guy who did my last tattoo wasn't much older than me. He's been doing it for a long time. It's quite the time investment. I respect it. Yes. For me, I don't expect to even be practicing or being an apprentice for at least another... If I were to do my practice every single day, I would probably get there in a year. And I don't expect me to be able to practice every single day because I have some life responsibilities I have to take care of. So I expect more in like closer to the 2-year mark. But I'll get there. I want the individuality personing. I assume so, but I wanted to make sure. Jacob, they're usually worth it. Normally the cost reflects basically the skill of the artist. So if you walk in and they say, oh, this will be $2,000, and it's like an arm sleeve, that's like pretty good. That's like a pretty good deal. If you want like something good quality, because you also have to think of in mind it's something permanent, as well as the reflective skill and time investment and basically what you're paying for. Once you become a tattoo artist and own your shop, will you do my first tattoo? Absolutely, Sloopy, but that's probably in like a long time. It takes a while. Tattooing is a very, very intensive industry where, one, they're a bit more accepting than they used to be in the olden days, but they still have their like, yeah, I have my secrets for my own shop, and I will never share them, for it will bring in my customers. Or like, you are not worthy of my secrets because your skill level is below mine. You can't even see how I have made this mistake within my art piece, and you used it, and you stole it, and you had no idea that I purposely put a mistake in there, so you foolishly would not know the true peak of my art. Like, there's still people out there. It's not entirely like that, but the old premise and the old viewing of the industry is still there, right? So it's the culture, I guess, is what you have to get into. Have I been to a tattoo expo? No, but I hopefully am going to go to one this year. Tattooing is very much a gate-kept industry. Very, very much so. Because in all truth, and very much the truth of tattooing, tattooing is entirely a technical level thing. It's all about the knowledge of art specifically. So it's not about style. It's not about creativity. It's about how well you can do the technical. How well you can do lines straight. How well you can paint well. Do you understand color theory? Stuff like that. That is more important to tattooing than it is for actually making like an art style or making your own unique piece. So technically anyone, you can have zero, if you were to just make something your own and you draw a stick figure, right? You don't have the creativity in there. You could still be a tattoo artist because you could do like line work perfectly, right? They're just ninjas. There is no Control-Z for the skin. That is true. But yeah, understanding the technicality of everything is more important than actually anything else behind tattooing. Gotta learn biology? Not really. not really. But yeah. Yeah, so my journey's been slow, specifically. Because it's all... One, my sensei lives in a different state, so I only get to see them every couple of months. So, or I think it was a span of like 8 months between my first speaking with them and then my last speaking with them. It's been a while. So like my and then I have, like I said, life things, you know, I have work, I have family, I have you guys. I have a lot of things that also I want to pursue at the same time and take care of. So my journey is going to be very slow. I mean, the biology is interesting and is something you could know, but it's not something you need to know really at all. Telos, I am not going to make a prison tattoo gun. You are fine. Tattoos are very, very cool. Kurzgesagt? I haven't watched them in a while. I haven't watched them since we tried watching them on stream and I got copyright claimed. Yeah, I haven't done that in a bit. But I know their videos are fun usually. Yeah, I was trying to experiment with, instead of taking like ending stream to like go eat before I have to work and stuff. It was like earlier in the day too. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have dinner and eat it on stream, so then I could just keep streaming and then go to bed. So I started trying to have like lunchtime with you guys or dinner time with you guys, and that just didn't turn out too well. My first was 2017 on my foot. Me and the boys got it when we graduated. I'm saving up for a real nice Avatar: The Last Bender one. Ooh. What kind of one do you want? Do you want like a character? Do you want symbolism of the earth, wind, fire, water? Because you can do a lot of things with Avatar: The Last Airbender. But 2017 for your graduation, that's actually cute. It reminds me, it kind of reminds me of having like Andy put under your foot from Toy Story. We are doing Discord stuff tonight. Yes, yes, yes. Really sucks in the aftercare. I want to get one on my back, but the cleaning would be impossible. You definitely would need a little bit of help. You could definitely do it on your own, but help would be great. Munch? Am I reading that munch like as an kind of munch? I could do that probably. We have there's a whole list I'm gonna try to get to. I think it's in community ideas. There's like a whole long list that we had a while ago, talk of like emotes people wouldn't mind seeing. I'm gonna try to make some from there too. These emotes I made from my brain and then sitting at work, and then I sketched it at work, and then I came home and then I did it. And then I made them. Anyone? Oh, there's 100% people who've gotten Andy on their foot. There are Disney adults out there running around with plenty of Disney tattoos. Damn, find a nice tree and get rubbing. But let's see. I don't know, Nightmare. I don't know anymore. My brain hurts. What else do I have, like? Oh yeah, that's also another thing. I think my next goal for saving up from what I make on stream is to try to get an Xbox. They're not really, or an Xbox or a 64. I don't know entirely which yet. Because I have a lot of Xbox games, but I actually can't play a good chunk of them because the 360 is not compatible with like 70% of the Xbox library. It's basically, if it was a bigger game, then it works on the 360. If it wasn't, it does not work on the 360. Hi, David! Hello! Good to see you! Oh, another thing, so... I think I might be able to play... Hold on, Invert too early. I think it's only for PlayStation. Early access run out. Yeah, okay. It's only for PlayStation. So I still have to wait a couple of days. But tonight was the 3 days early mark for Under Night in Birth 2, basically. Was released early access today, and then the official release is on Wednesday. So that's one fighting game we get to play. And then on, what exact day is Tekken? Oh, wow. Okay, so Wednesday, Under Night officially comes out, and then Thursday, Tekken comes out. So we have 2 fighting games back-to-back to play. That I didn't realize. I thought Tekken was, like, Saturday or Friday, but it actually comes out on the 25th. So we have 2 fighting games to play. I don't know if people have interest in Under Night specifically. I like Under Night. I never played that much of it. But I definitely have interest in it for maybe like a stream. We'll see. But Tekken, I know for sure I'll probably stream. I kind of want to invest a little bit of time and learn some of it, but yeah. We have 2 fighting games to play coming out. Greetings, my bovine Brevlin. Xbox app for PC. The Xbox Game Store or the Xbox, like, the Microsoft app or whatever, I don't think it has the many Xbox games that I have. Because when I say Xbox, I mean, we're talking playing Big Mother Truckers and Big Mother Truckers 2. That kind of garbage. Like, my main collection is focused on garbage games that probably nobody wants to play. What else? I have, like, Open Season, the video game. Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie. You know, I have that on Xbox. I have the first Spider-Man game. Chronicles of Narnia. I have, oh yeah, I have, Xbox is where I also have the, Jet Set Radio. I know it's available, I think, on Steam, as well as, Cyberpunk, but, I have a 2002 copy of Jet Set Radio, that we could also play. I have Harry Potter, Jane Empire, Dark Angel. That looks awful. I never actually seen the cover because I only have seen the disc. That looks awful. James Cameron's Dark Angel, the movie, the game. Like, I have a good chunk of Xbox games too that I would like to play. There was an open season game, yes, and I have it for Xbox. Who are you planning to play in Tekken 8? I actually don't know, because when I played the 2-hour game time, I could look. I think it's close to under 2 hours. Of Tekken 7, I played Noctis and I played Negan. Both were guest characters. So I don't know who I actually would want to play in Tekken. Victor definitely looks like a character I might enjoy. He's the new old guy. Kuma, of course. I wouldn't mind. King. Lars is kind of on my radar. Who else? I don't know. I have not watched a lot of the character gameplay. I've only seen the exposition that was, exhibition that was out, a couple days ago. That was my first viewing of actual gameplay. I don't keep up with Tekken very much, and that's kind of what mainly piqued my interest even more, besides playing it just, like, one day. So I don't really know who I want to play. Jin also looks pretty cool. Or, Devil Jin, sorry. He's got, like, laser beams and stuff. He looks crazy. Lars is very anime. His hair is so stupid. I love it. Lars is very, very anime. His hair is ridiculous, and it makes me laugh. So that's kind of why I liked him, is because he looks kind of silly. Oh my god, he looks so anime. Oh, Raven looks very cool, too. Raven looked very cool. I don't know if Under Night is a better or worse name than Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. It's not great. It's not a great name. Cause there's... Hold on. Cause there's Under Night, In Birth, EX Late, then Under Night, In Birth, EX Late, Clear. That's how you pronounce that one. That's how you pronounce the, basically arcade edition or whatever, the ultimate edition. And then they have Under Night in Birth 2. Sis Celeste. It's not, their naming convention is very much a lot. It's also because they're like Tsukihime, and they're also, inside of it is a visual novel with the fighting game. So just like Melty Blood, it's also a visual novel. Yeah, Melty Blood has a lot of stupid names. But it's not as bad. Melty Blood Actress Again Current Code, at least that has like words. And then Melty Blood Type Lumina. You can figure out the words. All right? Well, I best be going. I have to wake up early tomorrow. See you next time. Bye, Damascus. Good luck in whatever you may have tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out with us, and I'll see you next time. I like Jin. He counts to 4. I love the number 4. Can't wait to count to 4 in Project L. There's still no release date in Project L, right? That's true, Silver. The visual novel was only added in the last 2 versions of Uni. But there is still a visual novel within it. Now. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, though, I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game, and being indie, I guess, not having, like, a contract signed or anything under me, just doing my own thing, I don't have to fear the wrath of Disney as much. So, we would be able to actually stream Kingdom Hearts if we ever wanted to watch me do that, especially because I already own 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 2. So I could easily do that. Sahin? Sahin looks pretty cool. I've seen work done with him in Tekken 7. I haven't seen him play in Tekken 8, though. I forgot who played him in 7. Because the only time I ever actually sat down and watched Tekken is during World Tour finals and stuff. Because I want to support it. And then at EVO and other major fighting game tournaments. Combo Breaker, Texas Showdown, whatever. There is a pro who played him for a while, but I don't think anybody plays him anymore. Disney will always find a way to come after you, that is true. I still think Kingdom Hearts 2 gameplay, unironically, banger gameplay. Kingdom Hearts is still as neat as a whole. The thing is like... Excuse me. Another one. Kingdom Hearts is in that category of impactful early 2000 games that I want to play to put on my gamer card, right? So I feel like I will probably play it eventually. I just don't know if, when, or where. Because like I said, it's something so ingrained in gaming culture. It's like that kind of big game that I want to play it at some point. I don't know when, but I want to play it. Hi, Go Tanks! Good to see you! And like I said, I own the first one, the second one. I could go get the, like, collection edition if I wanted to as well. I think that's, like, 14 bucks on Amazon. Like, they made so many copies, it's still really cheap to go get the newest version or whatever. Kingdom Hearts 3, I hate it. That is true. I have been told by almost universally everyone who played Kingdom Hearts 3 that they despise it. Especially someone who really likes Kingdom Hearts, which is Sister Elska. She's not one of those people who, like, invested in lore or anything. She just played the games. So she's played 1, 2, and 3. She's never played, like, the spin-off games that go whatever. She didn't finish Kingdom Hearts 3. She deleted it. She didn't care. You want a grand prize for your gamer card? Persona 3 would be a crazy one. They have the Persona 3 remake coming out. So maybe. The voice actor for Luke is the same is voicing the main character, the Persona 3 remake, which is pretty funny. Sora Smash reveal was hype as heck. Good final pick. That's true. That is true. I think I watched that reveal. Maybe it was React. I don't remember. I feel like I watched that Nintendo Direct. I don't remember, though. Wait, the Persona 3 remake's already out? I thought it was out, like, next month. Persona 3 remake. Reloaded. That's the name of it. Reloaded release date. Thank you, Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Yeah, February 2nd. It's not out yet. February 2nd. It didn't quite live up to previous ones. Yeah, Grishtar, I heard that it's like, was just straight up disappointing. Like, there wasn't much to it. That's basically the underlying thing. I did not see the Luke's interview. I actually haven't, I'm not a person that likes to keep up with, like, people's lives very often. So it's only if it ends up on, like, shared to me or on a Twitter accidentally when I open it up. So I have not seen it. I actually have not seen or even thought about him in a while since I saw him at EVO. It's actually been a while. Because I haven't played Street Fighter in a bit. I haven't really had the time. Best thing to come for Kingdom Hearts is Barry from Game Grumps summarizing the plot of the entire franchise. I didn't know that happened. I have seen like the hour-long videos and stuff that people have of like the Kingdom Hearts lore. I haven't watched them because, like I said, that's a game that I kind of want to go into at some point. Because I want to, like I said, I want to mark it off my gamer card. It's on the gamer card list. It's out on Steam? Oh, you're saying Persona 3 Portable. That's the PS Vita remake or remaster, right? Yeah. No, they have the complete remake coming out on the 2nd. That's where we got confused. Highly recommend. What, the video that we're talking about? Oh, you're talking about the Luke one. I don't remember his name. I'll try to see if I can find it once we're done. Share it in Discord. Thank you, Warren. I don't know if I'll get to watching it anytime soon because, like I said, I want to play the games. I do want to play the games at some point. BDG's Kingdom Hearts lore video is still the best of them all. Villains Tridecagon will never... That's like a lot. That's a lot to even think about. I don't know if I'm actually prepared to try to dive into Kingdom Hearts lore. I just kind of want to play the games. The Pancake Man meme videos on Kingdom Hearts are a banger. He has SpongeBob music this year. Okay, that sounds like actual fun. That's the kind of silliness I can get behind. Yeah, I don't know about Persona long play yet. I don't know. Persona as a game has yet to really grab me. I guess as a concept, I don't know. It hasn't really like stood out to me. So I'm hoping maybe this remake or something will do something for my brain. If you get an Xbox, you get Bloody Roar. That's true. I haven't actually personally played Bloody Roar. I could play Bloody Roar on like Fightcade or something probably, but I gotta get the classic true gameplay of it. Yeah, Persona is scary because I feel like it's a bigger time investment than like Fallout. That's why I worry about it. Kingdom Hearts lore is more confusing than rocket science. Is it confusing and funny, or does it take itself too seriously? Or does it take itself too seriously that it's funny? That's where it's important. That's where we got to figure out the lines that are drawn. Eki, that is very true. RPGs in general are a huge time investment. Huge, huge, huge. But at the very least, something like Fallout, you can beat it in like an hour or two if you really wanted to. Persona is a game where it feels like you have to play all of it, right? I have a hard time trying to convince myself to play RPGs that don't have a custom character. I feel like because I like being silly, when it adds a whole nother layer of being able to be silly when there's a custom character. I want to put, you know, I don't even remember half of our, characters' names that we've made so far. Kurt, or not Kurt, Corb. I want to put like Corb in a video game, right? A little silly. I like being a little silly around these parts, okay? I'm playing Persona just to date the teacher. Aren't you like a kid? What? Wait, what? Maybe the original has some neat, whimsy-ish and child adventure with Donald and Goofy featuring Cloud from Final Fantasy franchise. See, the factor that it sounds absurd is why I'm intrigued by Kingdom Hearts. Right? That's why I'm a little intrigued. It sounds like it should not exist. Right? Does that make sense of why I should be intrigued? Stop slapping Sephiroth around with a key. Speaking of RPGs, I've also only ever played the current releases of Final Fantasies. I played 14, 15, and 16. I have a minor interest in playing older Final Fantasies. Because not like the remakes that keep being, you know, a thing or whatever, but maybe more of the SNES or PlayStation 1 era kind of Final Fantasies, like, because they just had, like, the Pixel remaster released on PC, like, 2 years ago or something, and then I've never played 7, 8, 9, is 10 when they made it, like, is 10 turn-based? Whenever it's not turn-based, and when it's more action, I don't know if I really want to play it, but the turn-based ones have intrigue for me. To get a bit out there while being understandable, there's a deceased browser game integral to the lore that makes Kingdom Hearts 3 end fights impactful. That sounds incredibly stupid. Why would they do that? Oh my god. Do people just walk into that game and say, I have no idea what's going on? Why would they do that? Final Fantasy year? Maybe. Bloody Roar 2? I mean, I want to play Bloody Roar in general at some point. I want to play all fighting games at some point, so. 7 is like classic Final Fantasy 7. Not the whatever the new one is also like a gamer card game, which I feel like I'll play eventually. I don't know if I want to play that one specifically, though. I kind of have to think about it. 10 or 9? Out of all the ones that I looked at, the more fantasy they look, the more intrigue I have. So that's kind of... I know there's still, like, sci-fi in them because they have, you know, a lot of the classic creatures and like, the mechs and stuff are in there. But the more it leans into the fantasy rather than the sci-fi fantasy of the game's, like, plot and environment is way more intriguing to me. So that's usually some of the older games. I think 7 and 8 are more sci-fi fantasy, but I think 9 looked more fantasy, so 9 I had more intrigue towards than, say, like 7 or 8. 10, I don't know. I don't really know what 10 is. I can't tell from, like, the screenshots on Steam. It's very weird. I don't know. 11 was the old MMO, right? So what's Final Fantasy 12? Is that the one with the bunny girl? I have no idea. I don't know Final Fantasy, so. Hollow Knight took me 46 hours? Really? Final Fantasy Tactics? I wouldn't mind Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't know actually where to get that, though. The mobile game isn't really important for Kingdom Hearts 3, but it's important for the sequel hook leading into 4. Oh, okay. How long has it been since we've heard anything about 4, though? Didn't they, like, announce that they're making it, and then it's doing, like, a... They're just silence? Like a Metroid thing? They just... We're making it! Or, like, an Elder Scrolls, 6, right? Where they said, we're gonna do it! Woo! And that's all you got. Final Fantasy 6 is the best. I love 9 quite dearly. Okay. I'd definitely be down. Because 6, I think... Is 6 in the... Pixel... Where's the Pixel remastered? I gotta Google this. What games are on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. So I could get the remaster and then have up to 6, and then I could still play 6 too. Final Fantasy Tactics is the best. So many people say Final Fantasy Tactics is the best Final Fantasy game, but I don't actually... Oh, it's a PlayStation 1 game. I wish to follow the story of protagonist. Wikipedia, tell me. I mean, I'd be down. Like I said, I just want to, I think, just in general, I have intrigue to play more of the fantasy side. 16, as much as I liked the characters, like, the idea of the characters, I guess I should say, and, like, the world, it felt really good. But 16, kind of boring. I didn't mind it. It was beautiful, but it was kind of boring. And that's really why I haven't gone back to it, because I was kind of bored. It was a lot, and I was kind of bored. Fantasy or steampunk? Yeah, that's why the ones before 7 look more intriguing. It seems like once they got 3D, especially, they became more sci-fi. 12 has 6 characters. 2 of them are vestigial plucky teenagers who are there for no reason at all. So I would probably not like that because I would want to kill them. Popping in for a bit late, but I'd be interested in playing longer play game if you're dedicated 1 stream a week then. Take longer to get through them, but would you be only thing you play? Matt, I kind of talked about this a little bit on my anniversary stream. But when it comes to me playing video games, it's a bit harder for me to be invested if I don't play them every day. As well as, that's just kind of how I like to play video games, is I like to play through them before I move on to the next one. When I used to play video games with, like, on a schedule and stuff, where it'd be like, oh, Monday's Apex Legends, tomorrow's Final Fantasy 15, because I think it's the one with the pretty boys. And then the next day I'm playing Spyro. I didn't really enjoy myself. I prefer to play games in one straight playthrough. So if I say I'm playing Final Fantasy, I don't know, Tactics, like we're saying, or 6 or 9, whatever. If I'm playing a Final Fantasy, we're beating that before I move on to the next game. But yeah, I would totally be down. I wouldn't even do it 1 stream a week. It would probably be a full week of it or whatever. That's just how I prefer to play video games. Sure, 6 is available on console somewhere. It's very good, story-driven. You can buy, Kabutler, you can buy all of them individually. You can, especially on Steam. I don't even have to worry about it. But getting, like, a collection or something is a bit more intriguing, because then I can pay, like, 20 bucks and get 6 games versus the $5 and get 1 game, right? I think actually they go up in price the newer of the game it is. So, like, yeah, Final Fantasy, like, if we're just going no deals on Steam, just looking at them right now, Final Fantasy 1 is $12, and then you skip over to 9, and then it goes, and then it goes to $21, right? So, if I could get, that's, like, the price of, like, I think it's, like, 40 bucks or something was for the Pixel collection or whatever. So, much more intriguing to get the collection than individual. 16 was not, like, it sucks because the combat was really intriguing, but it felt like it was such stagnant, slow pacing that the combat, if I could just make it so, like, cutscene and then arena fighting, maybe, for like a 6-minute fight or something, sounds way more intriguing to me than what we actually played in Final Fantasy 16, because it was just so slow. I was so bored. I'd be like, boring, okay, boring, okay. Oh, wow, doggy, big dog, I can pet dog. Okay, boring. Fight time, fight, yes, serotonin in my brain, I am happy. And then it goes slow, and then we gotta go back to town, talk to the merchant, and you don't really get anything, because it's not really big of an upgrade anyway, so you might as well just go back out, and then it's slow again. It's just too much. She enjoys the game more. That's going to prevent burnout. Very true, Gotenks. But also, like, I'm very much a person that likes accomplishing things. And I like playing till the end. And if I don't have that, like, if the investment goes away because I have to invest in something else, right? I have a very one-track mind. It's very hard for me to get back into it. I very much easily move on. It's how I play games by myself, too. Like, if I just forget about it, I probably will not play that game again for years. And it kind of sucks, but that's just kind of how my brain works. So it's very hard for me to get back invested into a game, especially if I change direction into another game. It's hard to explain, but it's just like how the process of my brain goes. I was thinking about avoiding burnout or something, but actually me avoiding burnout is not doing it out of order. Me enjoying something is binging it. So I respect that, Matt, looking out for me. But my brain works the opposite. Mine is finish game, then move on to next game, or finish game, take break, move on to next game. I have a really hard time doing in-between stuff. Yeah, weeks between play sessions. I can barely do it if it's like day or two. So that's why I stream games in the middle. That is why I'm gonna, yeah, that's why the future of everything that I'm gonna be doing, if I do not finish the game, if there is a gap, if it's not for just chatting, or like my internet's being wonky, or, you know, whatever, my controller broke or something, if there's not like another reason outside of, if I like play another game, that game's the other game that I moved on, like I skipped, right? If I do something else the next day, that game's probably never gonna get played again. Just saying. Have you tried Rising yet? Is that the Metal Gear game? I have not, but Metal Gear Rising and the Devil May Cry games are on probably my highest priority list of games I want to play this year. Relink. The Grand Blue game? I have intrigued. Which, speaking of, Nightmare, you played the beta, right? How's the beta looking? How was the beta looking for Relink? If the Relink beta is good, I'll probably pick it up. I probably won't pick it up on release day, because I already have 2 games I have to pick up. I have to pick up Under Night, and I pick up Tekken. So I won't be buying it anytime soon, but it is definitely something I have interest in. Especially because I really enjoyed the Grand Blue fighting game. I haven't played it on stream yet, but I've played a little bit off stream, and I very much enjoy it. And it brought me some intrigue into the world of Grand Blue, so I wouldn't mind trying out Relink. I think that's what it is, right? I am a binge model kind of person, yeah. She's implying her brain works. It doesn't work very well, but it's there sometimes. If I have time to finish a game in a day, unless it's one, I decide to do every side quest. A lot of games out there, Grishtar, they're usually like 30-hour, 40-hour games, like AAA, just out there if they're not like a straight RPG. If it's like, I don't know, any other story game, if it's like God of War or something, it's usually a game you can beat in like 3 days. The only thing that you have to worry about when it comes to my mentality is because it's a game that's usually so short, like modern AAA games, it's even harder for me to get back into because the pacing of that game is so much different. One of the goats. I want to play Rising so bad. I want to play Rising and Devil May Cry so bad. You have no idea. But it's also, I need the vibes for it. Right now, my vibes are kind of older games. Once the vibe hits for Metal Gear Rising or Devil May Cry, we're going hard. I want to play those games so bad. I went back to a game recently that I haven't played in a while and decided to start over. That was a good idea. I have such a hard time because I know things already. Like, I was thinking about not too long ago going back to, Metal Hellsinger, because I played a good amount of it off stream by myself because I was just enjoying it, but I felt like it was kind of like an off game to play on stream, as well as because I was kind of I'm in it mainly for the music aspect and the movement. It was very buggy on release too. I had too many bug problems and it was kind of killing the vibe. And then I went back to it because I was like, do I want to try streaming again now that it's like fixed? And the DLC is out. Do I want to go back to it? And I went back to where I was in the levels. And I was like, I don't remember how to play or what anything. And then I went back to try it, start over. And then I felt off. Like, but I could be doing new stuff. I already know what happens. I could be doing new stuff. It's very weird. I don't understand my brain, but I got turned off very quickly from trying to restart. Welcome back, Raymond. Monster Hunter World is one I actually genuinely think will be probably the only game I go back to. But I won't start over. I re-downloaded it to play a little bit on my free time, because I played a little bit of Rise on my free time. And I'm just trying to remember how to play, and then I'll probably go back into it where I was. The thing that's intriguing about Monster Hunter is it's kind of like a MMO loop game, if that makes sense, where it's like quests, go get quests, and then it's done. And it doesn't matter if you killed something before or after. It's very weird. You all know that I play a lot of MMOs, so it activates the MMO aspect of my brain where it's like, go kill one, what's a creature name? I don't even remember the name of creatures in the game. One Jagras, right? And I go, okay, me go get Jagras, me go get bones, me go get scales. Yes, like that's kind of how my brain works. And it goes, yes, progress, my character level up, good. Me get new gear, it has that aspect to it for my brain. So Monster Hunter World was a little bit, is just much more easier to do for me. Diablo 2. I actually only ever played Diablo 3 and a little bit of 4, right? We're on 4? 4 sucked. I did not play very far. I didn't even get to the point where you get a horse in that game. 3, I played a good amount of it, and I enjoyed my time in it, but I never will play it again. Diablo 2 I have interest though, because that has history within my family. Diablo 1 and 2 and older Blizzard games have history within my family because they've been with that company since like they made SNES games. So they will just tell stories like, oh yeah, when we played the Lost Vikings, or when we played Rock and Roll Racing, oh, when we played Warcraft 2, when we played Diablo 2, when I played StarCraft Brood War. Like, they have so many stories, and it's one of those things where I would probably want to put it on my gamer card with a little asterisk for the fam, right? It's not really for, like, to be an active, like, finished gamer. It's because it's integral to probably connecting with the family. My brain does need to be studied. And I do have to get Golden Ninja Guy. That's very true. Ninja Gaiden I wouldn't mind playing. I don't know how easy it is to get a Ninja Gaiden game. Niho or Niho 2, actually, I have more interest in playing than playing, like, a Dark Souls game again. Because those are based solely on, like, weapon combat. And the combat with, like, weapon switching and more active combat, I guess I should say, from what I've been told. So instead of playing like Dark Souls 1, 2, 3 or Demon Souls, I would probably rather play Niho because also the aesthetic seems pretty cool. But the combat has way more interest to me than Dark Souls, because Dark Souls kind of like I wouldn't say slower pace, but it's a very methodical game. It's a dance game, whereas Niho seems like it's freeform, if that makes sense. And I like the idea of being freeform. Never gone to Monster Hunter games. I tried, but they never kept my attention. The only reason why I actually stopped playing Monster Hunter because the backseating annoyed me. I probably would have kept playing if the backseating wasn't that bad. I tried getting into Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Rise, and I just played it and started it, and I just can't get into it for a long session. Nothing of it really hooks me. I mean, that's fine. It appeals to me because, like I said, I'm an MMO player, and I'm a big fan of time fillers of go kill boar. So when the game says go kill dinosaur, I go yes. So it's a little bit easier for me. But I actually don't really want to play Rise because it eliminates the hunting aspect that I was also enjoying. Because even if I relate it to MMOs I also play for their story. I play WoW, but I also play WoW for the story. I play Final Fantasy, but I play Final Fantasy because I enjoy the story too. It's a double whammy for me for both games. So Rise, I finished like the main story, and then I'm like halfway through the I I don't even know what it's called. Like, the game, I don't even know what it's called to do, like, the quests. Like, there's the main village quest, and then there's the quest to go in, like, the little hub area. I don't even know what the hub area is called. Like, there's, like, no depth to it, really. And I like at least a little bit of depth of why I'm killing something. So that was missing in Rise, and I don't really want to play Rise anymore, but Monster Hunter World has more interest because of it. Because it actually feels like, oh, I have to kill Anjanath, because Anjanath is a threat to not only, like, the ecosystem, but also, like, our base, and, his fire could burn down the gate or whatever. Like, there's a little bit more depth to why, and it fills my brain a little bit better. Diablo 4, I bought it. Actually, I didn't buy it. Mama Elska bought it for me to play with her. Diablo 4 was so bad and so boring that I couldn't even keep playing that game for Mama. And which makes me very sad because isometric RPGs are her thing. She's been playing Path of Exile since, I think, early beta build. I would have to ask. It's either beta or alpha. I think beta. She's played Diablo 1 through 3, and she's played Grim Dawn. She's played whatever the other 4 on Steam are. That is her favorite genre of video games. She played it for, I think, like 3 months, and she has not touched it since. That's how bad of a game that is. If the game is the favorite genre of Mama, who only plays like 3 games, legitimately, she only has a repertoire of 3 games, like 2-3 games in her arsenal for years. Right now, her things are whatever the isometric game is, which is usually Path of Exile, and it has not been defeated since its inception. Tower defense games, and then World of Warcraft. Right now, the only thing that's kind of wacky is the tower defense game is currently replaced with, I don't know what kind of game it is, but it's called, something the Storm. What was it called? Beyond the Storm? No, the Storm. What is it called again? Against the Storm. That is her other muse right now. It's a base builder. There you go, a base builder. So she, if you can't appease Mama and the only, like, genre she cares about, you kind of sucked. you really fumbled the bag, especially when it's something she stands by since she was young. Diablo 2 would be interesting BB family stream. Diablo 2 would be interesting to play with the family because I don't know if I could get Sister Elska to play because Diablo was not her game. But I could probably get Brother or Mama to play. Brother's a busy guy, so hopefully, but Mama would definitely probably want to play. Brother was more of a StarCraft person. I really like both Niho games. Story are kind of sloppy. Oh yeah, as long as the gameplay's fun. Sekiro, I would definitely, when I talked about Souls games, Sekiro or Bloodborne are more intriguing to me than Demon Souls or Dark Souls. Sekiro, I think, is higher than Bloodborne for me, because I like the aesthetic a little bit more. You don't like games like Monster Hunter? I do like games like Monster Hunter, but I like games that have a reason. The only thing I won't hold against Monster Hunter Rise is it's a mobile game. It's a handheld game. You can only do so much. I won't hold it against them that it's about the monster fighting, right? I just want a little bit more, and you don't really get that within Rise. You get it in World, though. Rise Hunting doesn't feel the same from World. It made me sad. Well, yeah. I mean, that's just how it is. That's why I got bored with Rise, because it didn't feel like I had a reason to keep killing them. Final Fantasy has some great stories. 15 could have used a little bit of tweaking. I played through all of 15, and I still cannot tell you a single thing that happened in that game. I finished and beat Final Fantasy 15 on stream, on this channel. The only thing I can tell you is the ending. The ending, I put a picture of Gladio's butt. that's all I can really tell you. I took a couple pictures, and I fought some dudes, and I beat the game. Mama really likes Grim Dawn, especially because I think like a new patch just came out, so she's playing it a lot. Yeah, Mama also quit Diablo 4. Grim Dawn is my favorite ARPG. We are getting a new expansion. Oh, it's this year. I see. So it's not out yet. Yeah, Mama's excited for it. Oh yeah, that's the other one. It's called like Last Epoch. There's like another one or two that she's playing. Thought you were gonna say Pal World. No, I will probably never play Pal World. Play Path of Exile in the beta and didn't enjoy it. I keep thinking that maybe I should give it another chance now, though. It's for more, what would the word be? I have a hard time playing it again. Path of Exile, I played for, I think, 2 seasons in a row, to play with Mama. And it's hard for me to go back into it because I haven't played it enough to be able to speedrun through the story mode, because you have to beat the story mode every single season on every new character to get to the new season gameplay. And I don't want to do that. So that's the reason why I don't want to play it anymore, because I don't have like the knowledge, I guess. I would have to play it again and figure out the knowledge, but because I don't have it, I don't want to play. That's the only reason why I never went back. But the end game gameplay of Path of Exile is very satisfying. Have you played Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the one from 2009? I've never played a Call of Duty game. I've actually talked about it before, playing a Call of Duty game for the zombies, because I think zombies have a specific like story or mode within them. But I've never played a Call of Duty game before. I have not tried Liza P because that's a newer game and it costs money. Yeah, Liza P for newer games that I've acknowledged is out there. Liza P is definitely intriguing. And then the other one was Ghostwire? Is that what it's called? Came out at the same time. Oh yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo. Came out at the same time as Elden Ring. So I feel kind of bad for them. What happened in Ocarina of Time? Can you remember? I got 3 gems, and then after the 3 gems, I went to, I became an adult, and then as an adult, I had to go get 5. I don't remember how many dungeons and get some medallions, and then with those medallions, I used them to defeat Ganondorf. And they all became, the medallions were from the stages, from all the pretty ladies and the 2 dudes. And then, I don't know, Sheik was a girl. And then, happily ever after. Too cool to play Pal World? No, I've spoken about it before, and I don't really want to go into it, but Pal World, the development behind it is things I don't agree with. One of them being, I don't like early access games. The second one being, I don't like AI-generated art. And most of the designs within that game are AI-generated art. And I don't like that. And that's about it. I liked Final Fantasy 15 too, Jacob. I liked it despite not knowing what happened. COD Zombies is fun, at least it was. I haven't played recent ones. I heard the recent ones are not great. I want to play more of the older ones. Yes. I had my anniversary not too long ago. There's no AI art in Pal World. They are the creator behind it even said so. As well as their previous game, which was a Breath of the Wild clone, was almost entirely AI generated concept arts and stuff. Yeah, I just not something I care for. Are you a unicorn? Yes, I've never played Call of Duty. I am a unicorn. I'm a unicorn with a lot of games. My list of games that I've played before is incredibly small. Very, very small. I have only been awake for nearing 4 years now. So imagine how many games I have not played and I have missed. And then I met Zelda again as a child, and that was the happily ever after. That is true, Ed. Story of COD 2009 much better in the remake. I've actually heard the... they're on like Modern Warfare 3, right? But just Modern Warfare remake was supposed to be very, very good, but and then Modern Warfare 2 was like okay, and then 3 was supposed to be very bad. But yeah, if I play COD Zombies, I want to play like, I think if I play that, I could probably also get Sister Elska on this, because Sister Elska didn't really care for the flat Call of Duty games. She mainly cared for zombies. But she talks a lot about Black Ops, I think, and that's the one that I would probably play, as well as I would see if she would want to play too. It's been a shame I've been quite occupied. No worries, Con. Life is a mess. I know that all too well. My life's a mess too. But life happens. I'm just happy to see you when you're here, and you know, we'll catch up as time goes. It's Warzone, but zombie. Only recently they added a boss to Modern Warfare 3 zombies. Yeah, that's also like, aren't the games like huge? I feel like I need another SSD to be able to install a newer Call of Duty game. Only COD game I played was World at War. Isn't that the one that most people are like, they liked? That one in Modern Warfare 2, like the old one. Original CODs and only the campaigns. Yeah, I feel like that's most people, to be fair, right? I think it wasn't until like late or mid Xbox era is when it was all about the online, you know, hypercam stuff and whatever. Can't imagine spending time on a COD game, to be honest. First-person shooters can be great. It just depends on if it's execution or the niche within it is made for that I would enjoy. Like I really enjoyed when we played Fear or Half-Life. I would probably Doom, you know, other kind of boomer shooters I definitely like a lot more. Haven't put in time to try. I kind of want Wolfenstein's one I didn't think I tried enough to get back into, and I kind of want to try again, especially because it's a Wolfenstein has Mick Gordon on it on the soundtrack, and Mick Gordon is my favorite video game composer. So I definitely want to try it again at some point. Purely for the music. But I that one was a little bit tougher because I think the second one people say is better, but the first Bethesda Wolfenstein, it was just a little bit slow and a little bit confusing when I was playing it. I don't know, it felt a little off. I feel like I need to give it another try. Last COD I played was Cold War, and honestly, I really like the zombies in it. I don't like. There's so many Call of Duties. I can't even think of when that could have been a video game. Only COD from I played COD from Modern Warfare 2 or 1 to Black Ops 1. I think that's the area of where Sister Elska played too, because she only ever talks about Black Ops and Modern Warfare. Titanfall 2 is one of my favorite games, so I agree, Ezekiel. What's cracking? We're just talking, having a great time. Probably gonna talk for a little bit longer, and then we're gonna watch some movies in the Discord. You play Doom? I played Doom 2016. I do still have to play Doom Eternal. I really like Doom, and I played Doom on the hardest difficulty as well, without new game difficulty, because there's hard mode, and I think after you beat it, you unlock a new harder mode. So I played it on the second hardest, I guess, because you have to unlock the hardest. But I do want to play Eternal at some point. I gotta be vibing with it though. I wouldn't mind giving Metro another try, but it's definitely a slower paced game. And I think when it came out, it was a little unoptimized, and I was having streaming troubles with it. It probably is fine now, but you know, I have to try it. Halo, we do have to finish Halo. That's true. Which reminds me, that actually reminds me to message Sister and see when she is available to play Halo, because she's always like, "You want to do it next week?" And then I'm like, "Hey, so it's like 2 days until you wanted to play," and then she's like, I gotta go into work, and then or like something hard like, the baby has a doctor's appointment. You know, she's always like forgetting that she has a plan, so I just have to yell at her. Yeah, Halo cussing involved is exactly what it intends. Just basically what it is. Like Blood, or Duke Nukem. I have Telos, actually. I don't think I own any Duke Nukem games yet, but I have been accumulating some, especially through Tiberian, because Tiberian has gifted me a good amount of boomer shooters. So I definitely have the ability to play some at some point. I deleted whatever I typed. I was washing my hands. What did I miss? What did you miss saying, Mossy? The stream is off. I am all of me. I have to walk my fish. She probably would make an excuse like that. That's definitely true. Hold on, I'll be right back. My cat's on fire. Duke 3D would be a great one-off. Yeah, oh no, it's Duke Nukem Forever is the one that nobody likes, right? But yeah, I think Tiberian gives me like Bulletstorm, like some Serious Sam games or something. Like, Tiberian gives me a lot of stuff. I wouldn't mind playing Quake and stuff. Oh, speaking of, especially since Tiberian's here, they had the Xbox Live, like the Xbox Direct, I guess I should say, the other day. I didn't watch it. Didn't care enough. Didn't have the time either. I think I could check in during my lunch, and I was like, nah. But big hopes. I don't know, but they had in the background Quake stuff. People are speculating maybe a new Quake is around the corner. Probably not, but, you know, hopeful. Fridge is running, gotta go. Yeah, she would do that. My mom played and won Duke Nukem. Like, she played through all of it. I have a hard time convincing Mama else gonna play first-person shooters. Because she has even worse motion sick than me. She has a hard time with first-person shooters. Third person's a little bit better. But for some reason, first person, she could not do it. Step point when you send my cats on fire. I don't own a cat. So, you know what? Actually, maybe that'd be a good excuse because I don't have a cat. Nobody would question, right? Xbox, normally, for their newer titles, don't have much to offer in terms of, like, expectation or anything. Because Xbox, nothing against them. But Xbox specifically is going so open with their IPs and stuff that they're usually on PC anyway. So, like, their announcements, I'll just be like, oh, okay, it's like, there's nothing really to be like, oh, maybe I should get an Xbox for this or whatever. It's just like, oh, yeah, I see it on Steam now. You know, it's up on Steam. Sure. It's on the front page, you know, wish list, whatever. Like, it's not something I have to go out of my way to, like, get information over. It's just like I don't really worry about Xbox. Just Xbox kind of there. Nobody expected Doom 2016, so who knows? Maybe there could be. I feel like Doom has a, I guess, wider gamer aesthetic, if that makes sense. Blood, gore, fighting demons. Thought I recommended that new build engine game to you. I don't know, actually. Did you? I'm very forgetful, Tiberian. You gotta remember that. I almost believed you had a cat. Got him. Gotta shower my fish. Yeah, gotta take my fish for a walk. Pretty sure there's a save mode you can play Duke Nukem 3D so it doesn't show the boba. I mean, to be fair, I never got in trouble for playing Conan. So who knows? But I guess those are so low poly. Maybe the algorithm didn't catch that. But we also had Peppa on backup to do the censoring. Meow. I remember one of Xbox games I really loved, but I found it by complete chance, was Fable. Oh, Fable's another good choice. I've never played a Fable game too. True, you forgot me at the soccer game. What do you mean? I told you to walk. You would play Conan I would play Conan. Conan was an interesting extravaganza because the game actually wasn't that bad. The game wasn't that bad. But it definitely was a lot. They were really like, you're like a 20-something dude playing this, aren't you? or whatever, you know. They were like, they were going for that stereotypical gamer 2010 vibe, if that makes sense. That's definitely what I got from Conan. Fable 2 wasn't too bad. I've never played them, so I'm remaining hopeful. I mainly liked the idea of, like, if you are a bad guy, it reflects how your character looks. That really intrigues me, because I want to be a bad guy and run around as a bad guy, you know? Wait, there's a new Fable? What? I never heard of that. See, again, Xbox. I wouldn't know. Right? There's an Xbox IP? Start with Fable 1. I probably would. Knowing myself, I have a want to play games from one, so. Beowulf game was boring and bad. Oh man, the Beowulf game was so bad. I have never... I would actually be okay to stand with that game being the most empty game we've played yet. Yet. The word is yet. You want to play old style games? Try Blood Right. Yeah, you're not the first one to say Blood Right. I think you're the third person in just this stream to say Blood Right. Demon Lady, hi, orc. She's an orc? I didn't know she was an orc. I thought she was even a demon. I thought she was a vampire. The rowing minigame was interesting, at least. A lot of depth there. Yeah, it was based on the Beowulf movie. The weird CGI movie from the early 2000s. Yes. They made it so boring. Is a case study how to disappoint and gratify your fan base at the same time. What do you mean by that? Do you mean like they lean hard on things people liked but forgot like innovating or something, maybe? Until Fable Journey? Is that the Kinect game? I think I've heard of that one. I think that was the Kinect game. Might be Ion Fury? Ion Fury. Oh yeah, let's look. Let's look at this. This looks cool. It's on Steam. Wow. Yeah, I think this is mine. I think I've seen this. Yeah. Yeah, that looks awesome. There's been a lot of like thematically boomer shooter style games coming out recently that I definitely want to try to get more in. There's the Warhammer one, for example, that I want to play at some point. There's like Dusk. What else? There was one that's like Cthulhu based. Forgive Me, Father. A Medieval, I think, is one that I looked at before. I'm looking at just the boomer shooter category. Yeah, Iron Fury's here. Like, there's a lot of these style games that I want to get to at some point. And yeah, Serious Sam is another one on the list. Space Marines 2. When does that actually come out? Came out 2019. Yeah. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, this style of shooter is always enjoyable for me. Anything that especially leans heavily on movement will always be enjoyable for me. Dusk is the toppest of tiers. Didn't they update it not too long ago? Like a HD update? Yeah, an Ultra Kill. Yeah. No Warhammer, please? Well, I would play the Warhammer game about pew shoot bad dudes in the Doom style. I don't know about other... I don't want to play like the battle simulators and stuff though. I'm not like a Total War kind of person. Yeah, not for me. Splatoon 3. I actually wouldn't mind playing Splatoon. I don't think I would ever play it actively, but to try it out. Yeah, bolt gun. Because it does seem like it has some neat aspects to it with like the movement within like the slime and stuff. But because it's console only, I probably wouldn't be able to go too very deep because unless I can get an adapter for my Switch to play on mouse and keyboard, I probably wouldn't be able to get myself invested. Boomer shooters rock. Jacob, I agree. Boomer shooters do rock. I especially want to play some more boomer shooters that are kind of classic games too, which like Serious Sam or older Dooms, Duke Nukem, Serious Sam. Those older Turok stuff like that are from earlier 2000s and stuff, and earlier. I think I like a little bit more because there's jankiness to it that's silly. The newer ones, as much as I like them, there's not as much janky to it. So it doesn't hold me as much as, say, like Fear did or Half-Life did. Though I still really enjoy them. Space Marine 1. I think I own the first Space Marine, actually. I think I have it on, like, GOG or something. I don't remember. I'd have to go check. I don't have GOG. I have to update GOG and something. And I'll do it later. The tabletop Warhammer is very expensive. The only time I ever play the tabletop is Brother Elska plays it. So whenever I visit Brother Elska, I could play it there. Or when I go to conventions. Normally when I go to, like, video game conventions, or not usually fighting games, fighting game conventions, or tournaments, sometimes people bring them, but video game or anime conventions, there's always a game room, and that's where I can usually play them. Have you ever played Turok? No, I own a Turok game. Which one is it? I own a Turok game for my Xbox. And it is Turok Evolution. I also think I own the first Turok on GOG as well. I have returned with broccoli cheddar stuffed chicken. I actually haven't had dinner yet. Not really that hungry. I had like 4 cups of tea, so that might be why. Yeah, Warhammer has a lot of painting. There's a lot of time investment. Warhammer is one of those things, like, it is a committed hobby. You have to do that. That is what you do. That is you. Like Oshi material. I don't think this is something that Brother Elska would want to do. But maybe one day I can get him to play games with me. That would be fun. All the hours that me and my friends played GoldenEye 64 in the original. I don't know if I would actually... Like I said, I don't know how much I would be invested in GoldenEye. Well, if I played it on Virtual Console, maybe I'd be okay with it, because I think it might be on the Switch. But thinking about trying to get it on my 64 and playing on that janky, stupid pitchfork does not appeal to me. I already don't like playing really shooter games in general, but especially FPSs or third-person shooters with a controller. And it does not appeal to me at all. They price Warhammer minis more than collectible cards. There's a different, like, I play Magic the Gathering. I haven't really been able to keep up with it because, like, that's also expensive too. But me getting, like, I could still play the game spending $20, right? I could still play Magic spending like $20. My cheapest deck that I have is for Commander, which is 100 cards exactly. And I think it cost me like $14, $13. And it's like a deck I could still win with. It's like between a power level 1 and 10. It's like a 5, like 4. It's not like it's like it can still win. It's not gonna win all the time, but it still lets me play. Warhammer, on the other hand, you better go over there and spend $150 on 1/3 of your army. You know, it's like way too much. I love building. I also love building models. That's also something I want to do. Which reminds me, I need to get a new camera. But I have Gunpla. I have that I have never gotten to yet that I want to make sure we do. I've shown them off before, but I got a couple of Gundams, a couple of anime girls, and then I got my big one that I want to get to at some point to build on stream is I have a model of the Dark Magician girl from Yu-Gi-Oh, who's still in plastic wrap, untouched, who I want to get to at some point. Yeah, Tiberian. And then I tried playing their other two, because they have Arena and then Magic the Gathering, I think, on the other online one. The other online one is a lot more accessible, cheaper to actually get the cards, but it also was like... The program itself was from, like, 1996. Like, it does not work very well, and it's, like, old. You are very I am very vocal on my keyboard and mouse supremacy. Yes, yes, yes. Great Pokemon decks for old formats. The hardest part about card games in general, or like really any collectible hobby, is the factor that Buy Tiberian is just, in general, reselling has skyrocketed. So anything that's especially like new release, pre-order, or limited supply, even if it's we've already seen the extravaganza with like cups, right? Or whatever the newest fad is for online. So something that's already been like an established market, like trading cards, is awful. Just awful. And it's just sad, really, at this point. Yu-Gi-Oh's broken. Yu-Gi-Oh's broken, but it's enjoyable because it's broken. Yu-Gi-Oh's a special little monster. I will say that. I don't keep up with Yu-Gi-Oh! I play it now and then. But because it is so ridiculous, it has its charm. But specifically with Yu-Gi-Oh! I like the anime and the manga. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of my favorite animes, and specifically Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is in my top 3, I'd say, of anime, because I like things that are stupid. I've never actually watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Past 5Ds, so I actually don't know about Zexal and the Brains, I think it's called, and whatever comes after. I don't know about those. I only watched up to 5Ds, but Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, I adore. I actually don't think I ever finished Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, but I should, because it actually started to take itself seriously as an anime during that time. There's a lot more to it. Dan Green, it's always fun to hear Dan Green be Knuckles. When we play Sonic games, it makes me laugh every time. He was Knuckles when we were playing Shadow the Hedgehog. It's always a joy to hear his voice. I love Dan Green. 5Ds is your favorite? I need to give it another go. I really do. Especially because within Yu-Gi-Oh! The card game, the format, synchro monsters, playing synchro decks are actually my preferred deck type, archetype, synchros. So, funny enough, I haven't even finished watching 5Ds, but it is my favorite style of deck. So I do need to give it another shot. Hi, Leon! Leon! Funny enough, actually, I've been so nostalgic for when we played Resident Evil. My brain's actually been thinking about playing Resident Evil again. I don't know if I like the remake ones specifically. I actually remembered that when we played not this Halloween, but the last Halloween we played my nose. Resident Evil 2, I actually never did Claire's side. I never did Claire's side of Resident Evil. So I was thinking about maybe actually doing that. Because we did Leon's side. We never did Claire's side. And Claire's side is supposed to be similar, but pretty different as well. We played your nose. You played yourself. Dark Dimensions movie? I actually have not seen the Dark Dimensions movie. I've seen the other Yu-Gi-Oh movie. The time traveling one where it has Yugi, Jaden, and Yusei. Or Judai. But I have not seen the Dark Dimensions one. You missed half the game? I did miss half the game. So makes me glad I only one nerd hobby is requires significant investment in computers. And they pay off, Berserker. You could do so much with a computer. Card game. You got some cardboard with some pretty pictures on it. The only thing that I might actually be moving on from playing card games just because, one, my local card shop shut down during COVID. So the only time I actually get to play cards in person is when I go way into town. So I don't really have the ability to even play them. So if I want, like, by the time I even get to play it, it's like 2 sets have already been released, right? And it's like, well, I wanted to keep up, but now there's a new thing, and now there's a new thing. So Magic, my will is just to kind of play around still with my commander decks, and let's kind of leave it at that. But it's just so expensive, and the only thing I have left that I want to do, I think, for sure, is collect cards or sets of things I care about, and I think that's really all that I'm going to be investing in anymore for cards. My number one goal right now for cards is for Magic. 2 years ago or so, they had the Godzilla cards. I have about half of them. I want to get the other half. And those are like for collectible purposes only. I keep them in their own little safe area. Because I love Godzilla so much. And I thought the art on them were incredible. So, I think that's the only thing I have left of wanting to do for card games anymore. What, Mossy? Can you speak? Can you try it again? It's been a while since I've spoken your language. I'm a bit rusty. Can you try translating for me? Godzilla cards, you collect those? Not Godzilla in general. I don't know if Godzilla actually ever had a trading card, but within Magic the Gathering, they had a set where there was alternative collectible art cards where they had Godzilla creatures on them. I only have like half of them. There's like 25 or something of them, and I have like 12. Master Duel. I've heard Master Duel. I've played a little bit of Master Duel, but it's just like everything else, a card game. You got to keep up with it, and I don't keep up with it. And it's probably fun. I would probably ever play Yu-Gi-Oh! To play meme decks anyway, and that's kind of what I was doing anyway, but I don't know. It's another thing that just costs a lot of money to want to even make a new deck. So, it's like, I don't want to. We had a card shop, but like you, it closed down, and I'm not a social butterfly, so finding anyone to play kind of card game was near impossible for me. Yeah, the only time I play Magic anymore, like, basically at all, is when I visit Brother, because Brother Elsko's even the one who got me into Magic, but he only even plays now on, like, set releases, and then with, like, other friends when they're, like, in town and stuff, so even he doesn't play it very much anymore. Speed duels are still Yu-Gi-Oh! Format? True. But, yeah, my Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, are very old. They're, I never played the physical for real like I did with Magic. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards are, that I have are all from when Brother Elska played it when he's a kid. So they're all older decks, right? I have, like, most of it, is like an armed dragon deck, and then I think there's like an old like summon skull deck or something. Like they don't even have like synchro monsters in them, right? They're from that old era. I think the biggest is like fusion monsters. So I don't even have like, I would have to start anew. Junji Ito cards? Magic cards? I don't know if Junji Ito ever did Magic card collaboration yet. Have they done like Lord of the Rings, Warhammer, Walking Dead? They've done a lot of collaborations, but the collaborations are, they've done Transformers. Most of the collaborations are on specific, online ordering that are limited. I don't care for those because they're overpriced. I mainly care for the ones that are within sets because those feel like not bad. And the Godzilla was in, I don't remember the set, but it was in one of the sets. I don't keep up with any of the exclusive collab cards that they put up on their online shop. What is my least favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime? Morglor, I actually can't say because I haven't seen the more recent ones. But it kind of sucks because as of when they did 5Ds, they made it so everything has relation to the next season or next opening. So 5Ds went into Zexal, and Zexal has connection into Vrains. So it sucks knowing that I have to watch Zexal to go into the next one. Because Zexal specifically has a very, very ugly character design, and I do not like that. So probably Zexal just because I don't like the character design. The anime could be great. Characters look like butt. That's all I can really say. You got a P.O. box? I'll send you my... Aw, Warren. I want to get a P.O. box open, but it's going to probably be a little bit longer just because for my personal privacy, I have to go through another party because P.O. boxes in general are still within your town or your... they go to your your local post office. So to make sure that I have an in-between so that it doesn't say that, it costs a little bit more. So I have several card shops in my area. I don't live in a big town, so it's kind of harder over here. If Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta isn't beat down, I don't want any part of it. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta is almost entirely usually one-turn kills, right, at this point? If you can't get the combo within your turn, it's kind of game over. Beatdown is highly viable. I didn't know that. Maybe more doable. There's that's a weird crossover for cards. Walking Dead. They've done some crossover cards that you wouldn't expect. Magic the Gathering actually had crossover cards with My Little Pony. They've done some interesting ones for sure. My damn Kinsect. Oh, you were a Weevil kind of guy? My ultra great moth. Have you ever seen the picture of the biggest deck play? I have. It makes me laugh every time. They had to put in rules because of that deck. It kills me, man. That image is so good. I wish I was around for that time because that's the kind of thing I would do. It's a picture of like 4 dudes in a suit, like they're carrying a casket of this giant deck. It's so funny. Oh, not Insect. Xbox Connect. Oh, my bad. I also don't have a Connect. I do need to get one. I have Connect games, but no Connect. Because, like I said, I get them for $1. If I can't win by summoning my 1800 attack 4-star monster every turn, I just don't care. I do like playing like that because that's basically the archetype I like to play within Magic the Gathering. I like playing green or black or green-black. And green is usually about getting big monsters. Big monsters as fast as you can. Ramping and ramping, getting the big monsters. I love big monsters. Find mine, I would send it to you. There's no worries. I'm pretty sure Connects probably can't be that bad, right? Connects are pretty popular, right? There's probably one I can find, right? Weevil is all the screaming occupied. I draw another monster. Say goodbye to Exodia. My go-to deck was black-white. For Magic. I don't mind black-white. That's what my cheapest commander deck that I was talking about. It's Teysa Karlov. Is that her name? I don't mind them. Just white has a lot of life play and token play, and I don't really like that style very much. I prefer big monsters or stupid gimmicks. Maybe whenever I do a build stream or something, I could pull out my deck and show you. But my favorite deck is for my commander deck. It's Muldrotha, who is a monster. She's my commander, and she's about playing one thing of every type from your graveyard. So she's about putting things in your graveyard and bringing them all back. She's a necromancer, basically. And what I put in there, because it's any type, right? So there's artifact, creature, enchantment, no, permanents. Things that don't go away after you use them. I play some very degenerate things in there. Mindslaver, Emrakul. I like destroying your willpower. Emrakul and Mindslaver steal your turn. I like, there's counter play. There's infect. My Muldrotha deck is entirely about making you not want to play the game with me. I love her so much. She's my favorite commander. Are they single? Google Muldrotha, and then, you know, actually, you'd probably still do it. You'd probably still ask her out on a date. Muldrotha looks like a, what are they called again? Kind of like, I won't say Wendigo, but it's, she's a, swampy and bone kind of creature. How spell? Muldrotha. You can spell it out, right? Mole, M-U-L-D-R-O-T-H-A. The Gravetide. She's my favorite. I played Magic 3 times, got curb stomped by people teaching me each time, and yeah. Commander, at the very least, has like a... Or not Commander. Magic has a period where you actually get to play, though, and that's kind of like the main reason why I liked it. It has a system, with the mana system specifically, is how they regulate how things play, which is why Yu-Gi-Oh's rough, because there's the only thing regulating Yu-Gi-Oh is you can only play one monster per turn from your hand, basically, and you can do whatever else you want. That's the only, like, rule. It's only, like, one monster from your hand. You can still special summon things. You can special summon as many as you want. That's why Yu-Gi-Oh is crazy. There's no, like, there's no tithe you have to pay. It's just, go crazy. Yu-Gi-Oh's crazy. I use black with some artifacts. Pure black I do like a lot too, as well. But black, green, Golgari is my preferred. I like the necromancy part of it a lot. With alongside bigger creatures and stuff. What movie? We're gonna be watching movies in a little bit under 5 minutes, so we'll be wrapping up here very shortly. Yeah, and have you seen the memes that were going around like last week of people talking about Yu-Gi-Oh? It was so funny. There was a post from a guy who said, if I am not reading my opponent's text, if this like failsafe card that I have, which was like it was some sort of water creature that's like, that basically says stop what the enemy's doing. If this thing don't got me, then I just scoop. Like, I mean, not even Yu-Gi-Oh players read the cards. Nobody cares. They just hope that what they made works. Of course there's still Yu-Gi-Oh memes. Yu-Gi-Oh is still incredibly popular. The three card games, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Pokemon, sell like hotcakes. When I worked at a bigger superstore before, where, you know, they sell food and then also other essentials, especially through the pandemic, there were never cards on the shelf. Ever. That includes baseball cards, football cards, you know, whatever. It was always empty. People resell those like hotcakes. Those trading cards are so popular in general that the reselling market is broken, and stores that sell them actually have to put a limit of how many cards you can buy within their store, because then it's just like one person buys it all, and then you get complaints and complaints, people get mad. So they actually have to put limits on how many cards you can buy now in stores. Yeah. Card games keep stores open. Absolutely. I still don't fully understand my own deck within Yu-Gi-Oh! You're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Right then. Telos, Pokemon can be a better card game than Yu-Gi-Oh! But I like the aesthetic of Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot better. I have a coworker who legit spent maybe $400 or $500 on a card packs or something that for a card streamer, I guess is what they were, for someone else to open. That's a little rough. Do they get to keep it? Do they send them the cards or something? I know not too long ago they had a thing where you could bid on card openings, right? Where streamers would stream card openings and then you would purchase like a card if it was pulled, right? You could bid on it. Is that what they did? Yu-Gi-Oh was broken mess by the time it was a year old. Yu-Gi-Oh's always been a broken mess. Always. I think when it was released, it was still broken. What is the Yu-Gi-Oh aesthetic if you have to describe it? Anime. As it's an anime. Anime, it's a bit more on the, what would the word be? Absurd anime, I guess? Right? Animu. Yeah, more absurd animu, where it's like big, gigantic monsters, but also big, pretty ladies. Also cute little animals. It has everything, but in that absurd anime aesthetic. It's very fun. Monster women is a very big part. They buy the packs and then they get them sent when they open it. Ah, okay, so they did that. Yeah, I could never do that. I could never do that. I don't even like opening packs anymore because it's just, it's the gambling part. And I don't have the ability to gamble. If I want to build something or play a card game, I'm buying the card directly. I am going onto the internet and I am buying the card. I'm going to the card shop and I'm buying the card. I cannot afford to gamble no more. It's also neat because it does have so many archetypes. If you like something specific, Yu-Gi-Oh! Probably has you. You like trains? You can have a train deck. You like dragons? You got a dragon deck. You like, mushing things together. You could do that. You like, I don't know, toy soldiers. They probably have that too. Like a little army men. They probably have that. You like anime monster women. They got that. They have everything. There's Karibo. There's Karibo. Can I make a BB deck? You can make a Viking deck. I don't know if there's a card that looks like me, but you could definitely make a Viking deck. I was trying to do that before I stopped playing Master Duel. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh's peak because of that. It's like the, yeah, it's kind of, it's closer to Digimon than anything, I guess. There are Amazons. Yeah, there are Vikings. There are cards made based on Norse archetypes. I think specifically they're synchro monsters. You could get like Odin or something, and they're synchro monsters. Yeah, Valkyrie deck, something like that. There's a Viking wolf kind of similar to you. You'd have to share. Can be played to the graveyard at the start of the game, and the game goes for 400 years. Yeah, you have to play the game for 1,000 years before you can win. To my sisters. Did they do the thing where they shove their face in the cake? Ah, so wasteful. Also, huh? Alright. I can talk for forever. But we have at least one movie to watch. And some Shadow the Hedgehog cinematics cutscenes. So I'm going to be wrapping up. We had a good fun time chatting. I hope you guys had a good fun time chatting. But I did promise some hangout time in the Discord. If you're lurking or if you're not in there yet, make sure you join the Discord through the link down below or ! Discord in the chat. And we're going to go over to my Discord and we're going to hang out there. Because I promised some hangout time. Good night, Telos. Thanks for hanging out. I suggest a movie. You can. We're going to be watching the Sonic one that's in there right now. But if we have some free time, we could maybe do something else. We'll see. If not, you could suggest a movie for next time. I wish I had more money to buy cards, but sadly, most of the money I spent on stupid things like bills and food. Morgler? Same. Same. Absolutely same. I like to eat. I would prefer to eat than some cardboard. Well, I could probably eat the cardboard if things get rough, but you know. Yeah, we're watching one of the old Sonic OVAs. We've already watched, I think, both Sonic movies of the newer ones, in the Discord before. So, this is just adding to our Sonic repertoire. At this point, Sonic's ingrained in my life and I can't escape him. Can I make a suggestion? Yes, Igristar. There's actually a TV and movie suggestion point in the Discord where you can even make sure I don't forget it. So, much easier to put it in there. I would definitely be probably a warrior type, but not a fish. But with that, I'll wrap up pirate your own cards. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there are, you know, you're probably a friend group or a local game store probably wouldn't mind proxies. It's probably fine. But thank you everyone for hanging out with me. Igrishtar, Nami, Ed, Leon, Warren, Telos, Redacted, Colm, Morglor, Mossy, Sufi, Gotanks, Nightmare, Ed, Matt, Silver, Colm, Massive Legend, Jacob. Did I say Leon? I hope I did. I think I did. Tiberian, Raymond, Kabutler, Rory. Was it Kurt was here? Eki, thank you for reminding me. I think I said Warren. Jared. At least I got a buy. I remembered you. Don't you sass me. My brain hurts. It's probably plenty I forgot. I always do. I need to make a better list. But yes, I will see you guys in the Discord in just a second. You didn't say hi to me? Did I not? I am so sorry. I'm sorry. I will do better. I feel like Nightmare, you are so ingrained in this stream, in this community, that I just like it's like your presence is always there, and it feels like you never left. If that makes sense. So it's like, oh yeah, Nightmare, yeah, hi. I don't know how to really explain it, but it feels like you're always there, which is a thing I really, really appreciate. So it's like, yeah, whatever. Excuses. Does it lock you in the corner? Well, you deserve it, Mossy. Alright, but I'm gonna head on over to the Discord. Thank you guys for, hanging out with me. I will see you in a bit. If not, hopefully tomorrow. So, you guys have a good night. If not, in the Discord. Bye-bye, farewell, and have a good night. Bye.